Hello and welcome to Rauta City 5. This time we have once again 5 older different releases of 5 different styles. None of them are exactly the same, and those expecting some kind of a black metal review, sorry to get you disappointed, no black metal in this time. We'll go roughly in alphabetical order, these various bands, and first we'll go to the territory known as Doom Death Metal, meeting Gothic and heavy metal parts with Eclipse of the Sun, Brave New World. This is, technically speaking, something that sounds so much happening within one album and all that stuff, but let's be honest about it, this is much like My Dying Bride, the cheap edition. Yes, you have those death metallic parts, yes, you have that doomy tempo and gothic presence, and yes, you have those heavy metal flirting riffs which are there to just give this a little bit less heavy, less extreme ways than, what you would expect from a doom death band. Now, nothing here is out of ordinary as such. Once you have heard any kind of a doom death album, especially the kinds of early Anathema, My Dying Bride, etc., you pretty much know what to expect. Yes, you have clean vocals, yes, you have rolly parts, and yes, you have riffs that are hard to put into just one genre. Some are more heavy metal, some are definitely more doomy, and some are kind of a flirting with death metal. Production-wise, solid. Can't really bitch about the vocalist either. I mean, they are good as they come. Nothing to change in that department. But when it comes down to the songwriting, everything here is pretty lukewarm. It's as if you have a work in progress, like, let's have a band that is very much like My Dying Bride. And then you just start copying or emulating those ideas, bouncing them around, and the result is this. So, while nothing bad as such, very mediocre in the outcome. No killer riffs, no killer songs, just kind of a lukewarm experience in the way that, yes, this is Doom Death, and there's nothing to fix that. Then we go to Latin America with Guerra Total, War is the Pursuit of Death, with the undertitle A Hymn for the Misanthrope, a Hymnal. Now, this sounds quite a massive title for a band that actually plays kind of a death trash black combination with not so much emphasis on the black side of things. Let's be honest about it, this is pretty basic death trash in traditional ways. This band used to operate under the moniker of Eternal Drag late 90s, early in their career, and then they changed a couple of decades ago their name, and Guerra Total is basically doing the kind of a English-Spanish combination of that vicious, aggressive death trash. Now, no weak songs as such are here, but nothing out of ordinary. This band has been in their better years, so to say, with some of the previous releases. This seems more like a filler in their discography. I mean, it's definitely dealing with those punches left and right, having the aggression, having the heaviness of doom and trash metal, and the kind of vocals which really fit the bill. But beyond that, it's more like, nothing exactly shines. I mean, this is the kind of album you enjoy maybe for a couple of albums, and then it starts repeating itself too much, like being this kind of a B or even C level band in that department. While nothing is outright wrong, much like that Eclipse of the Sun, it's just very basic of the whole idea. And you'll get it after a couple of songs. Probably a lot better as a live band than here on an album. Then we go to France with this band called Helioss. And this is, if I recall correctly, their 4th album, Devenir le soleil. And this one, my friends, is a tough cookie to crack. Now, their previous album, some 3 years earlier, this one is 2020 release, was some 49 minutes of various styles. It was kind of a doom, kind of a death, kind of a other parts were going very progressive, even avant-garde-ish, experimental, and various styles became kind of a mismatch, and it was kind of an annoying album, not exactly even mediocre. Now, Devenir le soleil is taking that to a new level. First of all, now it's over 66 minutes and 6 seconds to be exact. and it's even more versatile and diverse than that. This is a salad which features the previous one. I mean, it's basically kind of a progressive metal with death metal vocals, clean vocals, the riffs that could be very well from various styles, Black Death, and I guess even heavy metal. And then on top of that, you have also clean, nice female vocals. You have female screaming vocals. You have acoustic guitars. You have pretty much everything. And towards the end, there is even this track that was almost like something like 24, 25 minutes. It's like, really, guys? I guess you wanted to really do your magnum opus, and it's all over the place. Now, production-wise, this is a tricky when you have different kind of combinations, especially when focus is on symphonic black death metal, and then you add these layers of different elements, like at least 4 different types, I guess 5 different types of vocals, really, including the guest and session vocalists. And then you have these parts where it's death metal, then it's death metal, then it's symphonics with lots of keyboards, orchestrations, or whatever. And you have acoustic guitar parts, you have spoken parts in a French artistic ways, and it's very, very, very avant-garde-ish. It's like a buffet table, and you're just picking up different kind of things. Where that might well work well with your plate as getting different kind of food. I mean, imagine doing sushi with various types. Yeah, very much. This is not about sushi table. This is more like one piece of pizza, then a little bit of a slider hamburger, a little bit sushi, a little bit spaghetti. You get the idea. Or maybe you're just going with the kind of a mixed candy package. And instead of the kind of a, the regular type, you're more like, hey, this is some banana salmiak. Or this is some mint chocolate with citrus fruits. I don't know. Very confusing album in so many ways. I tried get too into, but even the first run was like running me dry. Like, man, this is going to last for 6 to 6 minutes. Seriously? Now the good news is, this is still an improvement to the previous works. But very, very hard cookie to crack. Only for a very acquired taste. You have to be ready for something different, and then this is your cup of tea. But be warned, it's not for everybody. It's not for most out there. It's a hard combination. Imagine symphonic black death metal going overboard. Then we have a little bit more traditional but still somewhat experimental album. This one is Inhuman with Unseen Dead. This one is Costa Rica. So it's kind of a Latin America based death metal. And while it's basically modern death metal, fast tempo, everything, there are some weird ass riffs which are like, why? What are you thinking of with these riffs? Some of them are exactly the opposite of good. No, not totally outright bad, but really something that I would have removed. Now, this album doesn't run even for 40 minutes, so it's rather easy to just go through and then do something else. But during the time, you have these up and downs, like high points and low points. And with high points, are like, yeah, this is vicious, aggressive, modern death metal. And low points are, really? What the hell is this riff doing here? Like, didn't someone tell you, like, don't include this one? Now, not exactly bad, but kind of a weird death metal with some positive things here and there. Lots of curveballs. Only for those who feel and seem like we've gone through all the death metal styles in the world, and then you will be listening to this kind of stuff. Last and definitely not the least, actually, in fact, this is the best one of this pile, is the Malice of International Waters with debut album Legends of the Dawn. 2020 release, as well as pretty much, I guess, all the albums here on this pile. This is a combination of Americanized death metal, even though this is mostly, I guess, from Germany and Sweden when it comes to the lineup. It's very fast tempo, it's very technical here and there, and sometimes it's just feeling like it's combining Orbit Angel and more brutal side Cannibal Corpse with its death metal. So yes, it's kind of a brutal, it's fast, it's intense, it's heavy, it's a little bit technical, but not in the way of Origin or Archspire, but definitely kind of nodding to that direction as well. So imagine Origin, Morbid Angel, and Cannibal Corpse having a baby. This could be the Malice debut album. So definitely stoked to hear about these guys in the future as well, because this one is intense with good production, solid vocals and all that stuff. Just a little bit too complicated in so many ways with the riffs, and I guess a little bit more tempo changes wouldn't really hurt the deal. But definitely worth taking a look unless you're allergic to tech death metal. So of these 5 different 7th releases. The winner is clearly the Malice with Legions of the Dawn. Now, you will find the links provided in the description box for all these albums, so figure out which one are your cup of tea and give them a listen, or give not. I don't really care. It's up to you whether or not you want to hear some new music with different angles and different curveballs. But this is Indie 5 from Rauta. Take care and see you soon. More reviews getting away. Bye!